I mean, this started out of my apartment.
And now, look, there's like marble everywhere.
I know, I'm like, marble, I can't believe it.
And I was just looking at this when I came in. So this is the story of how you created Spanx.
Yeah. You know, I cut the feet out of control top pantyhose, which are up there.
And then there's the patent that you helped write. Oh my God, that's amazing.
And the picture, the diagram of it is me standing in my mom's living room, and my mom drew it.
This is so great. I would love to see more.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, this is awesome. I think that's so cool. There's your famous mugs. Okay, I see you all the time on Instagram with your mugs. This is her get shit done mug. You can either talk about shit or get shit done. Right, people?
It sounds so good with your accent. Love it. I was the last one on the planet to join Instagram. I was very hesitant. I was, about privacy and this and that. And now it's like, in case you guys needed the full glory of my drop-off outfit for my son, okay? My mom's like, you cannot put that on there.
Okay, this is why I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You started with $5,000.
I did. I started with $5,000.
And you've never borrowed any money or taken any money?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew so little about how it was supposed to be done that I didn't even really know that was an option. As
So
crazy
you took
as
a
that
chance.
sounds. I did. I took a
And
chance.
learned along the way.
I've kind of looked at the things that I'm afraid of, like I'm afraid of being embarrassed, afraid of failure, all these different things, and I go straight towards them. Growing up, my dad would ask my brother and me at the dinner table what we had failed at that week. I can remember coming home and going, Dad, I tried out for this and I was horrible. And he'd go, way to go, and high-five me. And so I didn't realize it at the time, but he was just completely redefining failure for me.
Yes.
Failure for my brother and me became about not trying versus the outcome.
What an incredible life lesson when you're so young. I know. Instead of telling people to try so hard and
Be so perfect.
Be so
and
perfect. This myth of perfection that I think women are trapped in as well.
I mean, people ask me about how this all started, and the soundbite that's out there the most is I cut the feet out of my pantyhose. But the reality is Spanx started long before I did that. And, I started at the age of 16 listening to a lot of motivational, inspirational tapes that talked all about visualization, manifestation, law of attraction. When I was 16 years old, my friend was run over by a car in front of me, and my parents got separated at almost that exact time. That was one of my darkest times. My dad, as he was leaving, came into my bedroom and handed me this cassette tape series. I always had it playing in my car in high school, and no one wanted to be stuck in my car. Like, after every party, people would be like, do not go home with Sarah, because she's gonna make you listen to that crap. Fast forward 20 years, I end up on the cover of Forbes, and all I got were texts from people from Clearwater High that said, damn, should have listened to that shit. When I was in my 20s, I was selling fax machines door to door.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was the right life that I was in.
Yeah.
And I remember one day, I was like, this is not my life. What happened? And I went home that night and I wrote down, I want to invent my own product that I can sell to millions of people that will make them feel good.
Wow, so you just manifested that.
I just wrote it down that day, and then I literally looked up and said, universe, give me the idea, and I will not squander it.
Wow.
And it was 2 years before one day here in Atlanta, I couldn't figure out what to wear under my cream pants. Every time I put them on, you could see the thong or you could see the panty line. And that's really what it came from. And then I cut the feet out of pantyhose and threw them on under the cream pants and was like, done.
This is why I think of you so frequently as a kindred spirit. You see a problem.
Yes.
And you don't talk about the problem. You think, how am I gonna solve the problem?
Yes.
Despite how many people said to you, this is a terrible idea.
And as I'm cold calling and standing as this single girl with this dream of this product in manufacturer plant after manufacturer, I couldn't believe it. Reese, all men were making all of our undergarments, not one woman. When I showed up on manufacturing plants in North Carolina, they have all these plastic forms in the different sizes, a small, a medium, and they would put the product on and they would all sit back with their clipboards and be like, yep, that's a medium. I was like, what? So I just changed the whole model with Spanx. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
This is Reese.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, Jedidia.
Hi, so nice to meet you. I'm Kiana.
Hi, Kiana
pleasure.
and Reese.
We have the whole section of the company that's fitting rooms, and we test everything on body, standing, sitting. You know, we do yoga poses in the fitting room. We're jumping up and down in a strapless bra. We're trying to simulate real life scenarios. Jedidia, she's been with me basically from the start. She started at Spanx out of the back of my apartment after I was 6 months into the business. She has no experience in this either. Like, she was an interior designer, and after 2 weeks of being my assistant, I was like, do you mind being my head of product development? And she's like, I don't know anything about hosiery or shaper. I'm like, me neither. How many times did we hear, can't be done? It'll roll up, it'll slide down, and can't be done.
That's not how it's done.
It's not how it's done. And we're like, yeah, I know, but let's just see.
My favorite thing is to prove them wrong.
I think it's important to say, like, you didn't go to business school. You didn't go to Wharton.
I always had trouble in school, like with reading comprehension and stuff. So my dream was to be a lawyer. My dad was a litigator, and then I bombed the LSAT. So life had other plans for me, you know?
I was pre-med and thought I was going to be a pediatric neurosurgeon. Right. And here we are picking panty prints.
Yes.
And I'd have it no other way.
Yeah.
So what we want to do now is essentially narrow this down to our top 3 to 5 favorites.
Do you have a favorite?
Am I getting to make decisions at Spanx? This is so exciting. I'm feeling the animal prints a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think cheetah's a neutral. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you gonna do it?
Oh, she is!
I mean, those are really cute and sassy. And it kind of looks good with my blazer. I could just have this in the blazer. I'd be good to go.